Micky Collins after the 3-2 win against Tunbridge Wells. Do you see that as another good workout with the season now just a fortnight away?
Yeah, I thought first half was good. I'm really pleased with it. And quite a lot missing today, which is always difficult because you know, without being disrespectful to the others, you're changing it around. When Kenny broke down in the warm up, so we couldn't start with him. Zach Atwood's still recovering from his injury the other night. Rob Saunders got a tight quad, not involved. Jack Miles not involved. So you look at it. There's quite a few missing. And yet I thought the boys put on a great performance first half. I thought the football we played was excellent, and you probably could have gone in with quite a few more goals, but we didn't get that. Sloppy goal we gave away, penalty. Not happy with that. Spoke to Jake about it. That needs addressing, and so that's the only downside of the first half. But I thought, second halves are always a bit of a non-event in my book, and you look at it and you make loads of changes, and then what you're trying to get out of it, you don't. But still good though, because you look at it second half and there was some negatives, and that's good. There's no point in all being positive, and so we'll pick holes in that in the week, and then we've got a week's rest now, Tuesday, Thursday, and the players need that, and then we'll have Oxford here next week, which will be great.
What were the negatives in your opinion?
I just didn't think we kept the ball well enough second half. I thought, poor Osman's come back in, and he's been out since the end of last season really, and he hasn't had a pre-season, and he's gone in and he's not keeping the ball well enough. Andreas never kept the ball well enough, and just a few of them, and they're just making silly mistakes and not doing what we're asking of them. But it is difficult because they're trying to come in and they're not playing with the regular players as well. So I fully understand it, but if we don't set standards, then we won't maintain them. So we, it's not being too negative on them, but we just need to point out where we're going wrong. And there was a few bits today that I wasn't happy with.
Player-wise, Zach Atwood's injury turned out to be a broken jaw, a nasty injury to get so soon towards the beginning of the season. What's the latest on him?
He doesn't need an operation, so that's good. Everything else is being managed as precaution because of the concussion. He's not allowed to do anything for 7 to 10 days, which we fully understand, and we cooperate until his doctor signs him off from that. Then he'll come back in. He's keen to start the season. He's been in great form in the summer as well, so he's a fit lad, and I'm sure once he's back on his feet, he'll be raring to go. So that's good. Kenny Poe's got a tight groin, so we'll assess that during the week and see how that is. I don't think that'll be too long term. As I say, Rob Saunders got a tight quad. We're just being precautionary with that, and we rested Jack Miles today just because he's played every minute of pre-season, and you can't keep flogging these players. You've got to rest them at some point, and so we've done that today. And apart from that, we're in good shape.
Great start for you in the game. 40 seconds, you score a goal, and a very well created and executed goal as well.
I just thought it was tempo. I just thought we came out of the blocks really well, and we passed the ball so well at times, and I think they were a little bit shell-shocked at the tempo, and I think that was the story of the whole first half really. If I was going to be really moany at them at half-time, I would have said we should have had more goals. They know that, and they've gone in at half-time and said we should have been 5 or 6, and they haven't. But as far as I'm concerned, we're creating them, and the movement was excellent up front. Young Alex has come in, and he's been a total fringe player. He's come to us sort of on trial, and he's got a great pedigree, the kid, but he ain't played any football for nearly 2 years, and then we've had to sling him in today and start him up front, and he's gone and got himself a goal. So, I'm really pleased with it. It's it was good, great start, and in any friendly or any game, you want to score early.
You talk about Alex's pedigree. Where's he been before?
He was at Arsenal for 6 years as a kid, came through the ranks there as a scholar, and then never got offered a pro deal. And then from that moment on, his head was not on the races really, sort of dropped out of football, tried to play here and there, and just lost the love for it. And then we spoke to him in the summer and said, look, come in and just do a bit, see if you enjoy it, see if you get your love back, and then we'll see where it goes. He's happy to be around it. Whether he's going to be part of the first team early in the season may be questionable, but he's happy to be part of it, whether he's with our suburban side or just around the group of lads. And it was nice for him today because he's got to play, and he deserves it because he's trained hard. And
it was nice to see him score because he missed out on a header which you really might have put away just a few minutes earlier.
Yeah. I don't think he's blessed with his heading ability, but I think he'll look back on that one. Shame he never looked at the ball. I think he had his eyes closed. But he got on the end of the other one, and his link-up play was quite good. He gave the ball away a couple of times, but you expect that, up to the racing speed, I call it, and it's difficult. He's trying to impress, and he's trying to keep hold of the ball, and then at times he's done it, and then he's got on the end of a good move and slotted one home.
Mikey Dalton looks sharp. He has done in the pre-season games that you've played today. And Greg Benbow has offered you so much in the last couple of seasons. And, stepping back into the Bostik will be a good thing for him.
Oh, absolutely, and he knows it, and he's put some effort in the pre-season to get himself fit. We're quite blessed at the back this year, and across midfield, because Mikey Dalton can play, right side at the back. He can play in the middle of the park, which he's done for pre-season, both sides. Crabby can play right side or left side. Bembo, obviously, if he carries on how he left off last season, then he's going to have another great season. And then we've got really 4 really good centre halves to choose from. So we are a bit blessed there, but we did it on purpose, and we made sure that we recruited well, and we gave competition in places.
Have you got that competition in places, all over the park?
I think we've got competition everywhere. I think looking at the midfield, looking at the forwards, defence, I think everybody knows they've got to be on the money to be getting a warranted start.
So decisions still to be made by you?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm happy with the squad, as I said the other night. It's I think we're in a great position, but we'll keep our eyes open. If players leave or go, then we'll look to replace them if we need to. If not, we'll battle on with what we've got and just keep working on the thing that we're doing well at the moment, which is really positive on the pitch. And I'm some great comments from the Tunbridge Wells fans today, and it's nice to see what Wilfs is doing in training with and what we're working on, how we want to be. He's coming off on the pitch.
Looking forward to it. Ticking off the days until the first game against Lordswood?
Yeah, I am, because it just starts to become a non-entity pre-season, and you do get a bit bored with it. And when you've done as many of them as I have, playing and managing, it just gets a bit it's a bit monotonous, and you turn up and you go through the motions for a second half mainly. But I come away today, I'm positive, with some real good stuff first half, and that's the most important thing. And then we're lucky now, we've got Tuesday, Thursday off, they need it, so we'll train hard Tuesday, Thursday, work on some finer things, work on we'll look at the video and see where we can improve on certain stuff today. And then, as I say, we welcome Oxford here next Saturday, which is I think is a nice thing for us to have done as a club, and invite our local neighbours, albeit they're from a low levels irrelevant. And then I'm expecting us to come out and really put a performance on next week. I'm expecting our boys to turn up and be raring to go and get their starting position for the following week.
Wish you well. Lovely.
Cheers, Andrew.
Lovely. Thank you for your time as well.